we got to talk about Bristol.
Oh, yes.
Which race we going to talk about?
Well, did he have it coming? That's all I want to know.
I didn't do anything.
He didn't.
Did he have it coming?
I never paid him back.
He never did.
Oh, so he still got one coming.
Appreciate it, Mike.
All right, let's set this race up. Who wants to go first?
I don't.
You go
We
ahead.
was running along middle of the race or something. I don't know when it was in the race, but we was running about 15th or 20th, and
We were in the top 10.
Were we?
Yeah, hell yeah. We'd been in the top 10 all night.
all right, we're running. We're running along. Well, we're running, and I'm trying hard to get by Ward, and the cars were pretty even. And if you got to run, it was kind of a thing at Bristol. If you got to run on somebody, it wasn't a big one. You wasn't going to get a big run on nobody. We all running around the bottom of the racetrack. We hopped up out of turn 2. It was pretty fun back then when the way you run turn 2, you kind of clip the apron a little bit. And if you did it just right and the guy in front of you didn't do it the way you did it, you might have an opportunity because his car would kind of hop up out of the corner and your car would keep turning. And I had a run up to his bumper, and I think I had about 3 inches. And we went down in the corner, and he's coming down, and
I was arcing the heck out of it.
I was like, we're gonna hit, and we hit, and it spun him out, and he hit the fence, and he was mad. He was mad. He should have been mad.
So when you came back around on the caution laps, were you surprised when you saw him down on the track?
I mean, I was like that never had happened to me before where somebody was that mad at me, because I hate conflict and hate arguing and fighting, and I was just disappointed not in him, but just disappointed. When growing up with Dad and growing up, son going to the racetrack, right? I respect all the guys that Dad raced. I respect them like they're his, maybe they're his friends, or they're, I don't want to do anything that's gonna make them mad. I wrecked Jarrett at Watkins Glen, stupid, just ran over him in the carousel, and he come up to me. We went to a test at Bristol the next week, and we pull in, and I think it's just a tire test or something. And I pull into the track, and my hauler's on one side of the track, and Jarrett's is on the other. And I was like, oh shoot. And I mean, I ain't been there 5 minutes, and he come in the hauler, and he goes, "Did I do something to piss you off?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, this is terrible. I feel terrible. Because, I respect this guy, right? And I done messed this up. Now I done messed up that. I want his respect, and I done messed it up. And so that was kind of the same feeling that I had with Ward. And because we always had raced good, and I stuck my nose somewhere I guess I shouldn't have put it.
Hey, man, I've made a bunch of mistakes on the racetrack, and, I've had people probably wreck me more than I wrecked them, and at the end of the day, was I mad? Was I madder than mad? Absolutely. But I went up to you in Richmond. I said a little bit of something to you, but it wasn't confrontational, and I knew that you didn't mean to wreck.
Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I just went up to him, and I said you should have called me. He said, well, I didn't know what to say, which was an honest.
That's true.
And I said, well, just be truthful. And I walked off.
I didn't know why you didn't throw a helmet. Why did you throw your
Helmet,
gloves
I
at
like my helmet. If I can get a helmet to fit, the last thing I'm going to do is mess that helmet
Ward,
up.
but if you're going to send a message, send the message,
Oh,
man.
it
Ain't
would.
nobody going to change your throwing gloves at him.
I mean, hell, I wasn't. Well,
Well,
if
I know
my
you didn't-
car would have cranked up, that 8 car wouldn't have finished.
There you go.
I can tell you that. That's how pissed off I was. Yeah.
But you had a you raced.
Mike, don't get him mad.
No,
Damn.
I've always wanted to ask this though. But you raced with him the next week. How long did you carry that?
Oh, I don't forget, but I owed a lot more to his dad than I did him. I mean, really, that's the only conflict. Dale and I raced. I don't know of another time. We might have rubbed a little bit, but I don't remember another time that I was at all irritated at Dale about what he'd done on the racetrack.
Yeah.
But you had several with the senior.
Well, I could go into it. We could have a whole show just
Yeah.
on that, but I mean, which drivers didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever throw anything at him, though?
You can be as honest as you want to be about my dad in this room. We let him have it. So
We throw gloves.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say this. If I wrecked the 3-car, you're going to get booed, you're going to get hate mail. It's long before social media, right? If the 3-car wrecks me, it's just racing.
Yeah.
That's just the way it was, man.
Jeremy Mayfield moved him out of the way and lived to tell about it.
Well, I mean, heck, I caused a big wreck at Talladega. I think it was 2000, I think.
Yeah.
I hit my left front got on the apron. So Dale's, we all holding each other, Dale. He didn't do anything wrong. My left front, that was before, that's when they put the line down there so you can see the line after that. And anyway, it got me loose. And I got into the left rear of Dale, and that's when Dale got hurt. He got burnt some, Bill Elliott, and the next week, when I got out of the car, immediately they said, what happened? I made a mistake. I caused the wreck. And no lie, for 4 to 5 weeks, I would get booed at the grandstand. But more importantly than that, I think we were in California the next week, and I'd gotten Bill Simpson I'd gone to a full-face helmet finally, and he cut my eye ports back. Because before he was like this, and I wasn't going to do it. And I went into your dad's hauler and showed it to him. Because, I mean, Bill was really good. He could fix belts or helmets, and I could see. I got my peripheral visions. I could see my hands there, and I'm not gonna drive something that blocks it. But I went in there and told your dad again I was sorry, and he called me back that day because I had called him. I think I waited till Monday just to say I was sorry. I called y'all's office. I think he was on the bulldozer doing some work at the farm, which
Probably.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we had a bunch of history. I come out the end of it the other way more times than not, but.
So we can finally put the Bristol thing down at least to rest.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, this gentleman here sitting at the table with me, and I thank you for having me here. After your dad passed, I mean, I can't imagine not only with everything that was going on, all the dynamics with your family, but, you had the whole sport on your shoulders. I mean, you really did, and how you handled that and still do is amazing. I mean, there's not a lot of people that could have done what you did. I mean, back in them days, after that happened, the half of the stand was red with Budweiser shirts or hats. I mean, to carry that load, man, you did an amazing job. You still do.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I mean, I think the reason why I wanted to do as good as I could was because of you guys like you, the Ward Burtons, Bob Bonnies, Dale Jarretts, all those people that I raced against, and I wanted y'all help me, not even directly, but indirectly help me get from week to week, and showed me how to act, showed me how to handle, myself in and around the race car, in the garage, and after races and in interviews and all that stuff. And I still leaned on you guys. And
well, I wasn't there much for you, because look, I had a racing life, and I got this whole nother life, and it's always been that way with me. Yeah. Racing gave this other thing that's my full-time life a voice. So, I wasn't much there for you. I'm just saying, it just, however you did it and continue to do what you just did, you did an amazing job, because that's a hell of a lot of pressure, man. That is, I don't care who you are.
Life is best lived in motion. And that's why Tire Pros gets you ready for all your driving adventures. Whether it's along corners and curves, across city and state lines. Because we're more than just tires. We're auto care too. Tire Pros, so you can focus on the road ahead.